good. How are you?
Pretty good, thanks. Do you want any water, tea, anything before we get started?
Thank you.
Sure? All right. Let me know if you need anything at any time. So, do you know why we're here today?
No.
All right. Can you just tell me in your own words what happened last class?
Which class?
The class we had last Monday. I want to hear your account.
Okay, yeah. From the minute I left my dorm, I was running a little late. I realized I threw my laptop in my bag.
Totally understand.
I threw my textbook, my notebook, my pens in my bag. I zipped it all up. I hustled. I sped walked to class. I took the middle of the center building, and then I went down through the Atlantic building.
I'm sure you had to
and
go
then went through Turp Alley, and then ended up at ESJ.
All right.
With a minute to spare.
Okay.
Sat through the class.
And then do you remember anything we talked about in the lecture?
Yeah, we went over money laundering.
Money laundering, I see. So, according to Socrative, you were not in class. What do you have to say about that? I want to hear your opinion.
I don't know. I filled in every answer.
All right. Do you want to take a quick break? Bathroom, water? Are you sure there's nothing you need?
I'm good, yeah.
All right. Well, I looked out in the class and I did not see your smiling face, so I really wanted to make sure that you were, as you say, you were in class.
Yeah, I did switch my seat because the computer science guy next to me did not use deodorant. I've been noticing lately, so I avoided him today.
Funny thing is, the computer science guy wasn't in class last week either.
He wasn't.
He was not.
He must have not been in his normal seat either.
I think we're going to take a 5 and then we're going to come back and I think we're going to talk a little bit more about how you say you were in class. Do you know why we're here today?
No.
You should.
Should I?
Where were you last Monday?
Last Monday? What time?
5 to 6:15?
In class.
Yeah, okay. Try it again. Where were you last Monday, 5 to 6:15?
The ESJ building and the scams.
You were not in the ESJ building. You know why you weren't in the ESJ building? Because I didn't see your name on Socrative. I didn't see you in the class. You were not in your usual seat. So try again. Explain.
Okay, so I showed up with a minute to spare. I know I am normally.
I'm sure you did.
I normally am early. I sat down in a different seat because I noticed that the kid I normally sit next to has a little body odor.
The comp sci kid? Jason.
Oh, you know Jason.
Yeah, Jason wasn't in class last week. Try it again.
I guess Jason was sitting somewhere else.
Jason was not in class. He had a doctor's appointment. I got a note from him and his mother. Try again.
I don't see why you would have needed a note from me as I was in class.
You were. Okay, no more Mr. Nice Guy. You were not in class. I know you were not in class, and I need you to confess right now so I can get a written statement.
I can tell you right now, we learned about money laundering.
What about money laundering?
We learned about how to conceal it, how to move money from the income statement to the balance sheet.
What was the case study?
We've been over a lot of case studies recently.
This one was memorable. What was the case study?
What was so memorable about it?
Trick question, there was no case study. You are wrong, you were not in class. I need a confession from you right now. You're gonna sign it right here.
I wasn't in class.
There we go. That's what I thought. That's how you get it done.
So after our interview, we found that even though we did not draw a confession from the peace method, and we did with the read method, the peace method was a better environment for an interviewee interaction.
It makes sense why the peace method is way more used than the read method, because honestly it's more comfortable. It is what you said, more comfortable for the interviewer and the interviewee, and you get closer to obtaining a confession if you do it. It's like kind of like you catch more flies with honey than with vinegar. You get closer to obtaining the confession if you're just friendly and conversational, and I felt that our banter was a lot better with the peace method than it was with the other method.
Yeah, when you're, as being accused, when you're more comfortable, you're more likely to share that information that you otherwise would not share because you're on edge and you're more stressed and you feel like you need to keep lying instead of succumb to the almost more peaceful environment that the peace method does initiate.
in the piece method, we also got a lot more of the interviewee's testimonial, whereas in the read method, it was just the interviewer over and over again, like demanding questions that the interviewee may not even have an answer to. And that's also a way to get a false confession, like if you're just bullying the interviewee into giving it up.
Yeah, and bringing it back to the U.S. justice system, if you're going to go to court with this, you're going to want, even though you drew a confession, more facts. And when you're cutting people off in the read method, it just sustains less and less worthy material.
Yeah. Thank you.